Welcome to my channel. This is the first video, and I want to start with a topic that I think every founder, marketer, content creator, and business owner should start paying attention to. That topic is LLM brand visibility. It may sound technical, but the idea is simple. In the past, if someone wanted to discover a product, compare tools, or research a company, they usually went to Google. They searched things like best CRM software for startups, best AI tools for customer support, alternatives to HubSpot. Then they clicked through search results. For many years, the game was SEO, search engine optimization. If your website ranked high on Google, you had a much better chance of getting traffic, leads, and customers. But now, something important is changing. More people are asking ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and Google's AI-powered search results directly. Instead of looking through 10 links, users are asking, what are the best tools for this problem? Which companies should I consider? What are the top alternatives? What is the best solution for a small business? And the AI gives them an answer. That answer may mention 3 companies, 5 companies, or 10 companies. So the big question is your brand included in that answer? That is what I mean by LLM brand visibility. LLM brand visibility is about whether large language models recognize your brand, describe it correctly, and recommend it when users ask relevant questions. It is not just about whether your website ranks on Google anymore. It is about whether AI systems understand who you are, what category you belong to, what problem you solve, and when to mention you. Traditional SEO is still important. Good website structure, high-quality content, backlinks, authority, and clear positioning still matter. But the user journey is changing. A user may never click 10 blue links. They may simply read an AI-generated answer and make a decision based on the brands mentioned there. So if you are a founder, marketer, or business owner, this matters. You may already be writing blog posts, improving your landing page, publishing comparison pages, and trying to rank on Google. But now you also need to ask, when someone asks ChatGPT about my category, does my company show up? When someone asks for alternatives to my competitors, does my brand appear? When someone asks for the best tool for my use case, does the AI know I exist? And if my brand appears, is it described accurately? Because there are really 3 levels of LLM brand visibility. The first level is presence. That simply means your brand is mentioned. For example, if someone asks, what are the best AI customer support tools? And your company is listed, then you have some level of presence. The second level is positioning. That means the AI understands what your company actually does. If your product is an AI customer support agent for e-commerce brands, but ChatGPT describes you as a generic chatbot company, that is a positioning problem. You are visible, but not accurately visible. The third level is preference. This means the AI not only knows your brand, but recommends it in the right situation. For example, it may say, for small e-commerce teams, this tool is a good choice. That is much more valuable than just being mentioned in a long list. So when we talk about LLM brand visibility, we are asking, did the AI mention me? Did it mention me for the right prompts? Did it describe me correctly? Did it recommend me for the right use case? Did it mention competitors instead? And if I was missing, why? That last question is very important. Because if your brand is missing from AI-generated answers, the next question should not just be, how do I get mentioned? The better question is, why did the model choose someone else? Maybe your website does not clearly explain your category. Maybe your homepage uses vague language. Maybe your competitors have stronger comparison pages. Maybe there are more third-party articles mentioning them. Maybe they have stronger community discussions on Reddit, GitHub, YouTube, or industry blogs. Maybe the model associates a keyword like AI observability, legal AI assistant, or AI sales automation with other brands but not yours. This is where I think the future of SEO becomes much more diagnostic. In traditional SEO, you might ask, what keywords am I ranking for? What backlinks do I have? What pages are getting traffic? But in the LLM era, you also need to ask, what does the model believe my company does? What competitors does it associate with my category? What prompts trigger my brand? What prompts exclude my brand? What content signals are missing? This is why LLM brand visibility is not just a marketing metric. It is also a positioning metric. Tells you how the internet, through the lens of AI models, understands your brand. Traditional SEO focuses on ranking web pages in search results. LLM visibility focuses on being included, cited, or accurately represented inside generated answers. In Google, the user sees a list of links. In ChatGPT or AI overviews, the user often sees a synthesized answer. That means the AI is not just retrieving information. It is selecting, summarizing, comparing, and recommending. This changes what visibility means. Visibility is no longer only about ranking number one. Visibility may mean being one of the 3 brands mentioned in the AI answer. It may mean being cited as a trusted source. It may mean being included in a comparison. It may mean your brand becomes part of the model's mental map of a category. So the big takeaway from this first part is simple. SEO is not disappearing, but brand discovery is moving beyond search results. And in the AI answer era, your brand needs to be understandable, credible, and recommendable. Now let me give you a simple example. Imagine you built a new AI recruiting platform. A potential customer asks ChatGPT, "What are the best AI recruiting tools for small businesses?" If ChatGPT mentions your competitors but not you, then you are invisible in that buying journey. Even if your website exists, even if your product is good, even if your SEO is decent, from the user's perspective, you were not part of the consideration set. That is the key phrase. Consideration set. LLM brand visibility is about getting into the AI-generated consideration set. And for startups, this can be especially hard. Large, established brands are more likely to be mentioned because they have more content, more citations, more reviews, more backlinks, more media coverage, and more user discussions. There is also growing discussion that in AI search, visibility depends not only on keywords, but also on credibility, consistency, authority, and whether AI systems can clearly interpret a brand's digital presence. That is a major issue for startups. Because discovery queries are where new customers find you. If someone already knows your name, that is great. But the bigger opportunity is when someone does not know your name yet and asks, "What should I use? What are the best options? What are the alternatives?" That is where brand exposure matters. So what can companies actually do? I think there are 5 practical steps. Step 1. Define your important prompts. Do not try to measure every possible question. Start with the questions your potential customers would actually ask. For example, best AI tools for customer support. Best legal AI assistant for small law firms. Alternatives to Salesforce for startups. Best AI sales automation tools. Which tool should I use to monitor LLM applications? These are the prompts that matter. Step 2. Test whether your brand appears. Run those prompts across ChatGPT style systems and record whether your brand is mentioned. Also record which competitors appear. The competitor list is extremely valuable. Sometimes the most useful insight is not just, "You are missing." It is, "These 3 competitors consistently appear instead." Step 3. Check whether the description is accurate. If the AI mentions your brand but describes it incorrectly, that is still a problem. You want to know, does it understand your category? Does it mention your key features? Does it use old information? Does it confuse you with another company? Does it recommend you for the right audience? Step 4. Diagnose why you are missing. This is where most companies stop too early. They see a score and say, "We have 20% visibility." But the real value comes from root cause analysis. For example, you may be missing from comparison prompts because you have no comparison pages. You may be missing from buyer intent prompts because your website does not clearly state who the product is for. You may be missing from technical prompts because your documentation is thin. You may be missing from category prompts because third-party sites do not mention you in that category. Step 5. Create content that fixes the gap. This does not mean publishing random AI-generated blog posts. It means creating clear, useful, structured content that helps both humans and AI systems understand your product. Examples include clear homepage description, use case pages, comparison pages, alternative pages, FAQ pages, customer stories, documentation, third-party mentions, founder posts, community discussions. The key is to make your brand easier to understand, easier to categorize, and easier to recommend. And this is where SEO and LLM visibility come together. Good SEO is still part of the foundation. But now the goal is broader. You are not only optimizing for search rankings. You are optimizing for how AI systems understand and represent your brand. Some marketers are now describing this shift as moving beyond clicks and rankings toward AI citations, mentions, referrals, sentiment, and inclusion inside generated answers. So what should you do today? If you are a founder or marketer, I would start with a simple exercise. Pick 20 prompts that your ideal customer might ask ChatGPT. Run those prompts. Record whether your brand appears. Record which competitors appear. Then ask, where are we strong? Where are we missing? Are we described accurately? What content do competitors have that we do not? What does the model seem to believe about our category? That simple exercise can reveal a lot. And honestly, you do not need a complicated system to start. You can start manually. But over time, if you want to track this every week, compare competitors, monitor changes, and generate root cause analysis, then you need a more systematic tool. That is exactly the kind of problem I am personally interested in. I am exploring tools and workflows to help companies measure how their brands appear in AI-generated answers, understand why competitors are selected, and identify concrete fixes to improve visibility. So on this channel, I will be covering topics like how AI search is changing SEO, how to measure LLM brand visibility, why ChatGPT recommends certain brands, how startups can improve their AI discoverability, how to build content that both humans and AI systems can understand. And I will also run real examples and tear down videos across different industries. Legal AI, healthcare AI, sales tools, customer support tools, developer tools, AI security, education tools, and more. Because I think this is going to become a standard part of marketing. Just like companies track website traffic, search rankings, and backlinks today, I believe more companies will start tracking AI visibility, brand mentions in AI answers, and accuracy of AI-generated descriptions. The big idea is this: SEO is not dead. But SEO is no longer enough by itself. The next layer is AI visibility. And the brands that understand this early may have a real advantage. So if you are building a company, ask yourself, when your future customers ask ChatGPT for the best solution in your category, will your brand show up? And if not, why not? That is the question this channel will explore. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. In future videos, I will show real examples of brands appearing or disappearing inside ChatGPT-style answers, and I will explain what they can do to improve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.